This is the H2O Master, which is a countertop reverse osmosis water filtration unit from WaterFirst. Let's get this thing set up, try it out, and go over the features. So this is the unit itself. It does look like they ship the filters separately, so you do need to install these, and to do that, it's very simple. It's good to know this anyway, because over time, eventually you're gonna have to replace the filters in an RO system. They do last a really long time, but you can get these filters. They sell them in the listing. You can see if you want replacements. So that's great to be able to get those for the future. So you have a place to go if they do wear out. And there is an indicator that lets you know when they need to be replaced. So to install them though, you're going to take off the back cover here. And maybe I should just point this out right now. This has this nice large water storage tank here on the back that installs right here. So you can fill this thing up. It holds a lot of water and it lifts off. So if you want to carry this over and fill it up, you can. Or if you have this set up by a sink or somewhere where you can just bring it over and fill it up, you can do it that way. But you do want to take the cover off of that. And then this top panel here, you just slide it forward. That lifts out. And in the top of this, I'll try to tilt this over so you can see. You can see there's two openings there. One is marked RO and one is marked PCB. Those are your two filters. And you'll see that marked right on the filter as well. You see that's the RO, the other one's PCB. And this just drops right in there and you rotate it to lock it in. So very easy. So I'm gonna get that in. We'll get some water filled up in here and try this thing out. All right, so I got the filters in here. I'm just gonna slide the covers back on here. It does say when you first fill this up and plug it in, it's going to run a circulation clean out cycle. So it's going to circulate some water through the filters just to make sure there's no residue or whatever in there. All right, I can see it pulling water out of the back tank here, and you can actually kind of hear it gurgling as it's pulling the water through. I'm not really sure where it's going. This right here is your like water use pitcher. Oops, I guess I need to leave that on there. Didn't like that. So this is where it's going to fill up with your clean RO water in this here. But for this circulation unit, it says it's going to flush for 120 seconds. And I do want to point out here as well, while we wait for that, they send this little tray along which has a magnet in it, and it sort of magnetizes right on the front here. So you actually have two options here. You can have it fill this pitcher, or you can use a glass and set that here and fill up just one cup at a time, depending whether you want to serve your table or have water on your table. The other great thing about this pitcher here is once it's filled, you can take that off and set it in your fridge and chill the water. So if you want cold water, this doesn't chill the water itself, but you can easily chill this entire pitcher here, and by putting it in your fridge, it works just like a regular pitcher, and basically it replaces those pitchers with the filter built in, and RO filters get way more contaminants out of the water compared to those. So this is a way better setup here. Now you can see it's actually starting to fill up the pure water pitcher. This isn't water I'm going to drink. This was the flushing water that it used to clean out the filters, but it'll fill that up, and when it's done there, we can dump that out and then get some good drinking water. And you can see there are some indicators on here. We have this one blinking here, that's the flush indicator. This one down here I assume is going to, oh boy. All right, so that fills your cup. Maybe you just hit that again. Okay. Click it to turn it on, click it to turn it off. You don't have to hold it in. One thing I do want to point out that I noticed, where this is sitting now, underneath these cabinets, is not ideal at all. You're not going to want to use it in a location like this. You're going to want a shelf or a countertop with nothing above it. The problem here, although it does fit back here, I can't remove this water tank while it's underneath there. And you do want the front out so you can fill. So if I would turn this around, obviously I could pull it off, but that's not ideal. So keep that in mind. You need to lift this back water tank off. All right, I think it is finally done. I was not expecting that. It says 120 seconds for the flush. I think it meant it starts circulating water for 120 seconds and then starts filling it. It literally took 45 minutes to do that initial flush. So finally, it appears to be done. It stopped filling, and I had to refill this tank on the back 4 times, but it does appear to be filling this right here. You can see the nice digital display here. There's a lot of different symbols and stuff, and they give you a guide here on what each of them do. They even send it on this sticky, shiny sheet here. So if you want to stick that to the side so you know what you're looking at. But there's like a making fresh water button. There's the back tank needs refilled button. There's a manual flush if you want to run through that manually. They said like if you leave it sit for a few days and you want to get fresh water in there, so you're not drinking water that's been sitting still for a couple days, you can run a manual flush. There's also a reset button if you change out the filters. Reset button. This sticker here that you'll attach, there is a QR code, so you can always, if you stick that on, you can always scan that to get parts for it if you need new filters, or if you need customer service, that will take you there as well. So that's pretty cool. They send that along. Over here you'll see a volume button, and you see this is $9.99. So it's basically, it's going to unlimited run when you hit this button until you hit it again. But if you want to select, say, 5 ounces, these are ounces here, then when you hit this button here, it's going to fill 5 ounces. Oops, I hit it twice. It's going to fill 5 ounces into your cup and then stop automatically. So depending what size cups you have around your house, you can set that to match the size of the cup. They have also 10 ounce and 15 ounce settings. So there you go, I got my 5 ounces of water there. You probably also heard that 4 beep. The 4 beep here, and you can see that blinking, means the tank in the back needs refilled. So it'll automatically refill this pitcher every time you set it on. It's reminding me that the water is low in the back here again. So you can take this, put it in your fridge, chill it, put it on your dinner table, use it up, and when you set it on, it's just gonna refill it. It's not gonna refill now because I need to put more water here in the back. But then you also have this button here if you're walking by, just want a glass of water, and yeah, so I have whatever 16 ounce glasses, so I can set this to the 15, will probably be too full. I'd set that to 10, I can hit that, it's gonna fill it up 3/4 of the way, which will be perfect, and shut off automatically. Also great if you have kids, so they're not letting this thing run and spill all over the house. They do have this nice tray here too though, for catching the water, and it's magnetic, so it easily lifts away. You can go dump the water out, clean it, whatever, and set it right back. The water coming out of here is delicious. There is not a scent of chlorine or anything. You can even see total dissolved solids. It has an in right here. It's saying 999, so it's max. It's above the level that it can even sense. And then total dissolved solids out is 100, which is really small amount. That's, I think, in parts per million. So it's definitely removing a lot of stuff. Our water quality here in town is not good. It comes out, smells like a swimming pool, but this has no odor and it tastes great. So if you're looking for an easy way to get some high quality water in your house, this is the way to go. It sits on your counter, it plugs in. You gotta run through that annoying 45-minute rinse out cycle when you get it, but after that, you just have water ready to go whenever you need it. And it's designed well. It looks really nice, and you get this nice lift-off pitcher here, which you can chill the water, or you can use it right out of the spout in the front. A lot of great settings, great customer service, easy to get parts for. If you're looking to get some RO water, this unit here is a great way to do it.